I woke up to the sound of kids shouting, a slamming door, and voices echoing through the first floor of the house. It was 5:30 in the morning, time for my thyroid pill, and, if lucky, a cup of bed tea. My joints ached, my head swirled, but today felt different. Feverish, eyes hot and watering. Something wasn't right. I swallowed the pill with the sip of water I always kept by the bed. 65 years old, living with my son and his family, but feeling alone, unwanted. I had given everything to my son when he married, the house in my name, my belongings, my years. Back then, it felt right. In Indian homes, mothers often move in with their sons. It was expected. I slipped on my slippers and walked slowly down to the kitchen. My son, kind-hearted but too busy building a career to sit and talk. My daughter-in-law, Samantha, never hid her resentment. To her, I was a burden, a shadow in the corner of her house. Not once did she offer a glass of water, and when my son gave me a small pocket money out of love, her eyes, they burned with envy. She didn't work. He handed her his entire salary each month, even the money from the sale of our home, registered in her name for tax benefits. The fridge in the kitchen was locked. I made myself a cup of black tea, splashed water on my face, and met the woman in the mirror. Wrinkles, tired eyes, not from age, but from years of sacrificing my health to raise my son. Nora and Jonathan, my grandkids, were running around, laughing, getting ready for school. They loved me, but even they were scared to come to my room. Their mother didn't like that. I quietly packed their tiffins, made their breakfast. When I called them to the table, I kissed them both gently. "Good morning, darlings." "Where's your mom?" I asked. "In her room," Jonathan said, half asleep. "She said you'll drop us today. She has a headache." Drop them to school? It meant walking a few blocks, in the cold, with fever. But I didn't say no. Samantha entered just then, impeccable as always, even in her nightwear. "Can you take them?" she said, without even looking at me. "I have a hangover and my head is bursting." I'm not well," I whispered. She smirked. "You always have something, don't you?" "If you can't, I'll just wake up their father, though he came late last night too." I didn't argue, just picked up their hands and opened the door. The cold morning wind sliced through me. My back ached. My eyes watered. But the children, they skipped beside me talking, laughing, and I just kept walking. And then, darkness. I opened my eyes in the hospital, tubes, machines, silence. Through the glass, I saw my son. Tears welled in his eyes, his face, worn, pale, broken. I couldn't speak, but inside, I prayed for him, for peace, for grace. And then, my eyes closed into a slumber, so serene, so still. It felt like I was finally home.